Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. I'm going to be recapping Misfits 005. Let's get into it. The misfights we had was Los Pinetacoladas vs. The Fantastic 2. The reason why it got cancelled is because the Fantastic 2 pussied out Waleed Sharks vs. N&A Productions. The reason why this got cancelled is because N&A Productions had visa issues. Waleed Sharks vs. Ace Musa. The reason why this fight got cancelled is because Ace Musa failed his medicals. Now let's rank these fights. Number 7 for me is Jindy vs. Halilham. The reason why this fight is low on the list is because the fight was just boring. They didn't throw, it was just lame. I was a bore fest. And for me, they did great at the press conference, but the actual fight was just shit. I really wished it was good, but yeah. Number 6 for me is Tempo Arts vs. DAZN for me. This fight was good. DAZN didn't really do anything because he was scared of Tempo Arts. But I liked the shots on what Tempo threw, it looked amazing. And the fight was enjoyable for what it was. Number 5 for me is Astrid Wet vs. EJ Bunker for me. This was my favorite female fight so far on Misfits, and I just really enjoyed my time watching this fight. Both of them did good. And it was for the lightweight belt, and Astrid did take it. Number 4 for me is Los Pinetacoladas vs. D-Generation Ice. Now, I didn't like the idea at first of tag team boxing, but when I saw it, it looked fun and enjoyable to watch, which it was. I just had a fun time watching this fight, and it was nice to see the story continue with B-Dave and Pineda. Number 3 for me is King Kenny vs. Ashley Raksu. For me, this fight was great. King Kenny was very disappointing for me because I really don't think he even threw a punch, but on the other hand, Ashley Raksu is completely different from the last fight. He looked great in that fight. He pieced up Kenny. Number 2 for me is Dean the Great vs. Pulley Reef. I really enjoyed this fight. Both of them did excellent and well put together with their punches. I just had a blast with this fight, and the skills I saw on screen was beautiful. Number 1 for me is Jay Swingler vs. Nickelmau. This fight I thought was going to be an easy win for Jay, but no, Nickelmau is a fucking beast. And for me, I think Nickelmau won that fight. If you know, you know, but yeah, this was just a war from start to finish. Now it's time to rank these fighters. Number 14 for me is Halilham. I think for me, Halilham was very disappointing in this fight because he didn't really throw punches. And he literally won his last fight. He should have won this and could be more skilled, but yeah, it was a little disappointing. Number 13 for me is DAZN. I think that DAZN just didn't really do anything in this fight. He just quit after round 1 and just got pieced up by Tempo Arts, but respect for him going in the ring. Number 12 for me is Jindy. Even though he won his fight, it wasn't a good win. Halilham didn't do anything hard to win, and Jindy just controlled the entire fight. And yeah, that is really about it. I am disappointed by his performance as well. Number 11 for me is D-Generation Ice. Will tag team, I will rank them as a team. But for me, they did alright. Anthony Vargas did good for me and did throw some good punches. But that is really all what the team had. Number 10 for me is King Kenny. I was very disappointed by King Kenny's performance. He really didn't do anything to win the fight against Ashley Raksu and just didn't really throw hands and hurt Ashley. Number 9 for me is EJ Bunker. I think she tried her best to win this fight, but she didn't. She threw hands, which is good to try and win the fight, and she had some good blocking skills, which worked in her favor, and yeah, she is a really good boxer. Number 8 for me is Tempo Arts. I really think Tempo did well in this fight. He got rid of DAZN by quitting round 1. Which is really good for him as a boxer. Number 7 for me is Astrid Wet. For me, she did excellent in this fight and really showed his skills, and she is a great fighter. And she is deserving of that belt. All she needs to do is just fight Elle Brooke, even though on Sunday she is fighting Alexia Grace. Number 6 for me is Pulley Reef. I think that he put on a tough challenge with Dean the Great, and he put on a show. He had a lot of skills and his punches were very powerful. His defense was great as well. Number 5 for me is Los Pinetacoladas. B-Dave and Pineda are the best. They did so great in this fight, and they work amazing as a team. I can't wait to see it again on Sunday. But yeah, they worked great as a team, and B Dave really impressed me with his skill of his punches. They look clean. Number 4 for me is Ashley Raxu. Holy shit. Ashley has changed a lot. He destroyed King Kenny, which really surprised me. Because I was really rooting for Kenny, but Ashley got the upset. And it was amazing. His skill was beautiful and he deserves someone big now. Number 3 for me is Jay Swingler. I think Jay did great in this fight and really showed off his skills. And he looked great in this fight. Even thought for me he lost the fight, he still looked great. And the punches landed so clean. Number 2 for me is Dean the Great. He looked amazing in this fight. His skills worked in his favor the entire fight and really controlled the entire fight as well. But I really enjoyed what he did with the fight. He has some power behind his punches. Number 1 for me is Nickel Mao. He was amazing in this fight. It really surprised me because I had no idea he would have been that good. But his skills were insane, and for me he did win that fight. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more content coming soon.